What's up guys, JTails here with another video, and today we're going over a Zelda competitive tutorial. I definitely think that I got a lot of support from my Zelda Elite Smash video, especially from the ladies on the channel, so this one's definitely for you guys. We stan a lightning kicking queen. Let's get right into it. So Zelda, I've actually been having a lot of fun with her on my stream on Twitch, and I've definitely been growing to like her a lot more and more as I play her. So let's go over a few things about her game plan. So Zelda's not a traditional fighter in the sense that she's kind of like a zoner, right? Her goal is kind of like to make her opponents approach her. So you definitely want to set up this Phantom and use it to actually get in, right? So you can actually set up Phantom and then approach your opponent, and you can actually combo off of the Phantom too. Like, you can follow up off of its hits. See how like I can like spike DK, and if we're closer to the edge, I can actually kill him off of the Phantom hit if my timing's good, right? So you definitely want to really be familiar with your Phantom, and understand how it works. You can actually send him out early if you want, and just build him halfway. You just do this by pressing down B, and then hitting the B button again before he's fully formed. But if you fully charge him, then you can go ahead and grab your opponent. And this is really good because you can actually, even if someone's blocking, you can grab them, and that'll make this hit actually an unblockable hit. It's actually really good for at the edge when your opponent is scared. You can create Phantom, grab, and then they're dead. So this is actually a good setup to kill people with a fully charged Phantom at the edge of the stage. You want to do this around 120, maybe even a little bit higher, but this is a really good way to score some KOs, especially using the Phantom when people are off stage to edge guard. So you can cover like low, and Phantom can cover high. So Phantom is just a really important part of the game plan, right? You can cover high, and Phantom can cover mid. So you kind of want to use him as like a second character almost, and use him to create pressure. Whenever you have a moment and your opponent doesn't have projectiles, set up the Phantom to create space, right? Sometimes your opponent will jump over Phantom, or they will block. If they block, you can grab them, or you can actually run up and forward smash their shield, and after the Phantom hits their shield, you can actually break their shield like this. Kind of predicting what your opponent's gonna do when Phantom's out. If they jump, you can forward air them and get that lightning kick. But most of the time, people are going to respect Phantom and stay away from it, meaning they'll just run away. They'll just go to the edge of the stage where he can't reach. So you want to make sure that you're positioning Phantom at the halfway point of the stage and not over here, because he doesn't go full screen, he only goes half. So if you position your Phantom here, there's no way for DK to run to. He either has to shield or he has to jump over it. Those are the only two options. And you can read those options and then punish accordingly, either with an up air or, like I said, a grab if he does commit to the shield. So Phantom's super important. You can also use it while you're coming back. So if you get knocked high up, you can use Phantom to protect yourself. And he also hits... yeah, see how he hits like all this space right here? It's really good for if you're trying to come down from high up. That sword hits through the floor and will poke people who are trying to edge guard you. So it's a really good tool for making it back onto the stage. So do not sleep on Phantom. Okay. So some of her other normals, I really like her forward smash. I think that it covers a lot of space, and it's really good if you kind of pivot away from your opponent and do it. If people are approaching you from the air, you can actually just dodge their attack and then forward smash their landing. And forward smash is safe at the end. Like, it's really hard to punish unless you miss, but if you hit their shield, it's relatively safe. So you can like forward smash and then lightning kick. You can buffer the lightning kick. So what I'm doing is I'm forward smashing and then I'm holding jump A and forward at the same time, so that the lightning kick happens as soon as possible. This is called buffering. So because people are going to run in to try to punish you, but forward smash on shield is safe, so you can get that advantage. So don't be afraid to use forward smash when you have a chance. It's pretty good for spacing people out. Aside from that, she doesn't have too much range. Maybe you'll want to use her forward tilt. You can angle it. Dash attack is pretty good for punishing landings or spot dodges. But aside from that, you're pretty much using Phantom and maybe Din's Fire to get people to want to approach you. But be very careful because Din's Fire has end lag. So you want to use Din's Fire sparingly. Sometimes I'll use Din's Fire when my opponent's also off stage to force an air dodge, right? So let's see if we can change the camera. Oh, the Y button. Fixed. Yeah. So yeah, you can use Din's Fire like when people are recovering, and they'll air dodge that, and then you can forward smash the landing after they air dodge the Din's Fire. And this is really, really good. So she's about creating traps. So you kind of have to understand how people will dodge and want to avoid her, and then you want to cover multiple options with your Phantom and your Din's Fire, and then when they dodge, you're on the ground ready to punish them. She's about zoning and setting up traps and kind of like playing defensive and playing out of shield, so when people jump in on you, you dash away and forward smash them, or you can anti-air them with up smash. Just make sure that you don't miss because this move is very slow and it'll leave you very vulnerable. So you don't want to miss your up smash, but it does beat most aerial approaches except for swords. It won't beat swords, so be careful with that. But up smash is pretty good. So I want to talk a little bit about her neutral beat. Her neutral beat reflects projectiles, which is pretty sweet, but it also has invincibility on it. So let me try and show you that right here. See how DK is like clapping on me and I'm still beating him out? The startup frames of your neutral beat are invincible, meaning that if someone attacks you and you're starting this move, their attack is it's basically not gonna hit you, and they're gonna get hit by the Naru's Love, right? You're invincible, so their attack's gonna go through you and they're gonna take damage. But if people wait for you to do it, you're very punishable afterwards. Look how long it takes for me to get my shield up. Right, so that time in between those blue crystals disappearing and me putting up my shield means that I can get grabbed, I can get forward smashed, I can really take heavy hits. So you want to be careful not to overuse this move, but it's also really good for if you know someone's going to attack you for countering, as well as stuffing people who approach you from above. When they jump in with an attack, you can just time it properly and they'll lose. So you want to definitely use it in that context. Also reflects projectiles, so keep that in mind. Another way to use Naru's Love is if like someone with a linear recovery like Fox or Ness is recovering, you can run off and neutral B them and you won't get hit by their recovery. You can also run off and B reverse the Naru's Love from the ledge, and it'll actually go slightly under the ledge. So I did make a video about B reverses, and this does apply to Zelda in very loosely. B reversing is not the most important thing with her, but it can be. So definitely you want to check that out. But yeah, it's pretty helpful for gimping recoveries, and if you time it right, you can even gimp Lucina and Marth with it if your timing is really good. So keep that in mind. Next, I want to talk about her teleport. This is actually a really good kill move. And yeah, and if you mess up, so if people shield your teleport, you will get punished. You will get forward smash. You will get hit pretty hard for this. So be very careful, but it's really good against projectile characters. As people are throwing projectiles against you, you can wait for them to initiate another projectile and then just teleport, boom, hit them from across the stage. This also will kill. It'll even kill DK off stage. You can go for these risky teleports, but I wouldn't really recommend it. And you just kind of want to really get familiar with the angles that Zelda has on this teleport and the range. It's really important so that you just know where you're going to be appearing. And you can influence the angles on the floor as well. Like if I hold down, I don't go anywhere. If I hold diagonal forward, I'll go halfway. But if I hold completely to the left, I'll go the full way, right? I'll actually reach DK. So you can actually really influence the angles by holding different diagonals in different directions, even on the ground. So it's important to kind of be familiar with these angles and know all about them. Also, there's something called edge canceling, where you can teleport to the edge of a Final Destination stage. You have to be standing at a very specific point. If not, you'll die. Just like that. There's something called edge canceling, where if you teleport directly to the edge of a stage, you will actually cancel. See how I just jumped right there? And a good way you can do it is by jumping from the ledge and holding forward. Wherever you land is where you know that spot is to edge cancel. So now I'm just going to teleport to the right, and I'm going to just do another teleport actually. See that? So I'm canceling the teleport by falling off of the edge, and then it actually allows me to do any action afterwards if I want. Oops, I messed it up. But if you mess up, you die. So this is something that's really high level and advanced that I would recommend, not for beginners, but it's something to practice and to work on. Also, just know your angles for recovering, so that you don't mess up your recovery with Zelda. She has one of the best recoveries in the game. She can go very, very low and still make it back if you keep your jump. She can go really, really far out. She should be able to recover diagonally as well. Diagonally down. Yeah, so you just gotta know these angles so that you don't mess up and give away free stocks, essentially. You want to be really careful with that. So yeah, that's pretty much it for teleport. I do want to talk a little bit about her out of shield options, which are pretty fun. So if someone hits your shield from the front, you can usually jump and lightning kick them out of shield. So what I'm doing is, while holding shield, I'm just jumping to cancel my shield, right? I'm not letting go of shield. See how letting go, she like opens her mouth and there's this animation? It takes time for that to happen. But if you jump, you're actually canceling your shield. So what I'm doing is instantly lightning kicking out of my shield with forward and A. You can do this with back air as well. So it's a really good punish for taller characters that are hitting your shield from behind you or in front of you. Another thing you can do if people end up in front of you is called the elevator. You can hold shield and then press up and B, and that'll kill people very, very early. The elevator is really, really good. And it's just like, yep, you're gonna hit my shield, going up. You just press up and B at the same exact time, and you'll get the elevator. If you press up first and then press B, nothing will actually happen. So you wanna make sure you're pressing them at the same time to get the elevator, but this is a really good out of shield option and a good way to score some KOs. But yeah, your primary out of shield options are gonna be up B, jump fair, jump bear, out of shield. So keep that in mind. Let's talk a little bit about some of her combos. She actually has down tilt into lightning kick against certain characters at certain percents, and that's a guaranteed combo. One of my favorites is actually down air, up tilt, nair, which is also at lower percent, so let's give that a try. Down air, up tilt, nair. Yeah, true combo against most characters. And oh, we could probably have done it there as well. I think now DK might be at too high percent, so we would probably get down air into lightning kick or down air into up air. Yeah, that's guaranteed true combo. So if you land this down air, it's a really good combo starter and combo tool. You can also short hop with it. So it's pretty significant. Especially for comboing into her lightning kick, it's pretty sweet. Or once again, if you want to do the up tilt thing, you can do that too. Down air, nair if you need more damage, whatever you need to do. And then at higher percents, you also get down air, up air, and that would kill if I would have full hopped it. True combo. Nothing DK can do about that. So up air is, you know, kind of like an anti-air move. If you want to read a double jump, if people are kind of double jumping in a certain spot, you can use it to scout ledge options as well. Really good aerial with a lot of range. You make sure you want to fast fall it so that you don't get punished for throwing it out. But yeah, Lightning Kick is going to be one of your go-to main moves for getting KOs and racking up a lot of damage. Down tilt Lightning Kick as well, pretty solid. You're going to use Phantom to control space and to control the stage. You are going to go off stage with down air and neutral Bs because her recovery is so good. Except for that, I messed it up. What I should have actually done was, right, like down air, jump, neutral B, go low, and see, it's like her teleport's actually a lot better like vertically than it is diagonally. It actually has less range, or not less range, but if it's diagonal, you're sacrificing height and horizontal distance. But if you just do it straight up, it's double, and if you just do it straight across, it's double. So it's kind of like a circle, right? The radius of the teleport. So in any case, yeah, you just want to really get familiar with her tools and kind of get used to playing out of shield, playing that defensive game, using her tilts to poke people and dash attack, just to kind of like get people off stage, set up into Din's Fire, try and get a Lightning Kick off stage. Her game plan is pretty much stage control, and then you're going to go off stage, try to gimp people, and use the Phantom to also do the same thing, and then recover. One of a really good ledge option she has is pressing back from the ledge, jumping and teleporting to the center. It's really hard for people to punish this unless you're fighting like Fox or Sonic or someone, Captain Falcon, but most characters aren't that fast to try and punish that maneuver. So it's something that you can consider. You just press back, jump up B, and then that's all I'm doing. And then I'm holding towards the stage after I up B. So yeah, Zelda's pretty straightforward for the most part. Up tilt's also a pretty decent anti-air and a combo starter if you can land it. It's just a good way to get your opponent in the air and to start getting some damage. Depends on what you're looking for. Down smash can be good too. It also hits people who are hanging on the ledge for too long. You can just either down tilt fair them or you can down smash them, and it'll hit pretty low, and you can score some sweet KOs there. Din's Fire actually gets stronger the further distance it travels. If you just do a small one, it actually doesn't deal that much damage. See how 4.2, but 16, and it kills. So Din's Fire, the further distance that it travels, the stronger in damage and knockback it gets. Obviously same for Phantom. Close-up Phantom's pretty weak, but the fully charged Phantom is pretty strong, and you can follow up off of it. So if you really want to get good at like following up off of Phantom and spiking people or lightning kicking them, by all means, go into training mode and practice these things. That's pretty much it, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I would greatly appreciate that. And definitely follow me on Twitter. I'm always posting little tidbits about the game and my thoughts. It's a good place to ask me questions as well. So definitely follow me on there. And yeah, as always, guys, thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all next time.